Hello and welcome back to the channel. I've just had an update for the Vauxhall Grandland map update, and I've just downloaded it onto my USB drive, which I shall now put in. I've just had to mute the audio because of copyright claims. It's a bit of a pain, but you know, you can't even play your radio in your car, and it just leads to problems. So because it's in the dark, I'm trying to find this crazy bloody hole that you can either do it first time or you can't do it. So let's have another go. Why they never put a light inside there, I don't know. Let me just stop this video and plug it in. Mind you, I need to leave it on. Right, so I've put the SD card in and get rid of that. Map has been inserted. Yes, we want to do it. Let me turn that overhead light off because it's probably shining a bit of a light. Euro. And install, and yes, keep the engine running. Again, as we discussed in the last one, why they can't do this you know, a lot faster than they do, God only knows. It's a bit of a pain, but I think it took about 15 minutes last time I did this. As you can see what it says on there, update map. Your do not switch off ignition or withdraw the USB memory stick. And sort of when you give up, you start seeing the movement from left to right, the countdown timer. So we're about 2 minutes into filming at the moment. There we go, our first segment. On my original video with this, I stopped it a few times and kept it going, but I'll play it for about, or record for about 5 minutes and see how far we get in 5 minutes. I might stop it and then carry on. It just gives people some idea of how long these take to update. Not ideal, but we don't live in an ideal world. And I was actually surprised. I know I'd left the last update quite late because of all the hassle I have using the Vauxhall site to update. I did download from the Vauxhall site again today, and this one from the Opel site. And the Opel site does the formats of the USB drive, and it puts all the files on there after downloading them, and as you can see, it works. Whereas all you get is media errors on the Vauxhall one. You download it 3 or 4 times. You know, people in the club, I'm part of the Vauxhall Grandland X Facebook club, and they're constantly trying to say that people don't know how to format their USB drives. You know, it's pretty obvious that the drive works because it's working. It's just, it seems to be Vauxhall. Their software is just absolutely rubbish. You know, 5 or 6 attempts to do something that should work first time. You know, it's long enough process as it is. Wasting hours downloading this stuff in the first place. You don't really need the hassle. But if I can just show you that light, see that little light there, that little square light, that's supposed to light up all down here. Works, doesn't it? Crazy. Whoever designed that, 0 points. So we're what, 4 minutes into this now, and you can see it's going to take a little while to catch up again. So what I'll do is I'll stop recording in another sort of 10 seconds or so when you've got 5 minutes into it, and then I'll just sit here. I'm going to turn my lights off as well. because it's I can't turn them off, just the daylight running light. So I'm going to stop this video here now, give it another 5 minutes or so, and then I'll cut back in again. Been about 12 or 13 minutes, as you can see. It's getting up there slowly. Pretty boring just sat here watching this, but what can I do? And so it devised by somebody very, very smart. I'll keep recording for the next 5 minutes. You see how slow it actually does it. I mean, there's what, 9.2 gigabytes to upload and overwrite what's already in there. Knowing manufacturers, they don't put a lot of memory in anything that they don't need to, so that's probably why it's so slow. It's got nowhere to load in too fast. I'm trying to keep it as level as I can. We've got about a minute into this recording, minute and a half. So about 3.5 minutes I'll shut it down again, and then I'll give it another 5-10 minutes. I might actually just leave it until it gets to 3/4 of the way across and just video it from there. Might be a bit less boring for people, because this is ultra boring. It makes a long video when it shouldn't be. So I'll switch off now and I'll leave it. I'll cut back in when it's about halfway between the K and the end. Right, I was so bored I just went for a spin round the block, as you could have saw on that video I added to this from my dash cam. And we are now, what, 90%, 95% into it. But it shouldn't take much longer now. I'm not expecting this to reboot because it's not a firmware update. Just your neighbours will start talking about you if you had to do this on a regular basis, no doubt. I'm trying to get in so you can actually see it moving, how slow it moves. This is where the the anticipation of hopefully it's done it swings into action. Again, as you know, you can't switch the ignition off while you're doing this. Stop the car, you've got to be running, hence going for a spin. Not many people out apart from outside the chip shop. They always seem to be outside the chip shop. It's a busy place. That's I'd say that's about 95% of the way there now. I'll try and keep it on the end and try and keep it as steady as possible so you can see what happens now, what menu comes up from here. It's about 3 minutes from starting up the video again. So it does take quite a time. I'd say at least 20 minutes to half an hour to do this update. I really should take that light off the front, shouldn't I? That's flashing. Or is it on the top? No. Right, so we just got the tone. Restart necessary, yes for restarting. And here we go again. Blank screen. Vauxhall sign. Very bright again. And we are back with, let's press navigation. Module is loading. And there we go. No, because I haven't taken out the memory stick. Memory stick's out now. So if we go to our settings. I can't remember if it's car settings or not. Nope. First one, and options, and system settings, and system info. View them. It should say 20 now. Mapping is 20. I'll say probably at one time they had plans for this updates. Just never does anything. I'll get back out of there again, back out of there again, and back out of there, and we'll stick back into our navigation. My home is flagged up on the bottom, and all's well and good. So thanks for watching the video again. I'm not going to run it any longer than it needs to be, and hope you got something out of this again. And if you're driving a Vauxhall Grandland or Insignia, etc., where it's got this same system on, no doubt you have the same trials and tribulations that I do. But like I say, thanks for watching, and watch for the next update. Thanks for now, bye.